You are watching a
Welcome to
pre-recorded
the
video.
Bedroom Talk Show with your girl Crystal J.
I'm Coco.
And today, so today we're discussing dating in Atlanta, and we're talking about having standards. She does not date, so let me throw that out there. I'm the one who dates. So dating in Atlanta has been garbage, to say the least. It has been straight trash. The men that try to talk to me, I don't know what they mama raised them on, what they got coming, and I don't understand what's going on. So I wanted to tell you about what happened 3 weeks ago. So this dude hit me up, right? And I was on Facebook dating app, you guys. And I wanted to join. I said, okay, I want to get out there just a little bit, just to see what's going on in Atlanta. And the dude, so he was cute or whatever. He was my type. And I realized I have a type. So pretty much after we changed numbers, he texted me out and he said, I want to link up. I said, cool, we can meet up for drinks around 5:30. He texted me, how about I get a bottle? I text back, no. Are you okay? Get a bottle. A bottle? No. So then he never texted me back. So I want to say like a week later, he hit me back up and said, what happened? He never texted me back. I said, first off, I blocked you, because I'm too grown to be Netflix and chilling. I read between the lines. And that's pretty much what my dating experience has been like for a year. Niggas just want to smash, and they don't really want to have a relationship or try to earn the cookies, is what I've been dealing with. That's all I've been dealing with. So, sorry, Coco, I have to walk away right quick. But and then having standards, because I have standards and I require standards, dating in Atlanta, like I said, has been straight garbage. Like when I meet a guy and I feel like he's cute and he's my type, and I get to know the real person, I'm like, ugh, I don't know about this no more. Like he moves to the left, to the left, to the left. And my block game is real. I believe in, when I see that first red flag, what I do now, I immediately cut you off. I'm not gonna wait to cut you off when you have a red flag. When I see that red flag that first time, I'm going to immediately cut you off. I'm not going to give you time to prove yourself wrong. Prove yourself like, no, this is who I am. I'm going to always believe your first red flag, because what I didn't used to do was believe the red flags. And I would still date you, and I would date this potential person, and that potential person would be never there. And in my head, I created this whole person, and I end up being single near the end. And
Dating potential. Good God Almighty.
And it's your time.
Okay, so yeah, potential. Unless they actually act on their potential and see it through, this shit ain't gonna never happen. And you gonna get tired of waiting. I have been there, and I'm tired of that shit. So that's why I don't date anymore.
And online dating, they only want sex. They don't, like, I don't know, is that the thing now? Online dating is an app for sex, but it seems like it is.
Smash and pass.
And I don't want to smash and pass nobody. Like Atlanta, we have some real issues like AIDS and HIV, which is the same thing, but we have issues. I don't want to just smash and pass anybody. Chill don't always mean fuck. For a woman, it doesn't always mean fucking. For the man, 90% of the time, 99.8% of the time, it means they want fuck.
Netflix and chill.
And that mean, for me, that dude, his red flag was his red flag for me was, I said, let's meet for a drink, and you tell me you can get a bottle. That means you don't know how to date. That means you have no standards. You're talking about getting me a bottle. What? Giving me a bottle? When I say that was the biggest turn off for you guys, and I'm not looking at you, I'm looking at 4 other cameras. That was the biggest turn off, you guys. It was the biggest turn off because, number one, you say you want to link up. I say, cool, let's meet up for a drink. I want to get a bottle.
So when you say meet a bottle, that means you automatically assume I'm gonna take that bottle to your house or my house
and chill.
And
no, that's not cool. Like, I want to get to know you. Why can't I get to know me at a restaurant? Like in the movies, it's not a first date. Let's throw that out there. For me,
that's teenager shit.
For me, it's not a first date. Movies is not a first date. For me, I want to sit down and get to know you, talk to you, have my martini, and understand who you are. And if I see you having too many drinks, I'm gonna low key think you're an alcoholic. I had a date like that too. Remember that day I told you about? The dude had 10 drinks on our first date, and I was like, I was like, Jesus, take the wheel. He had
I have
10
people on
drinks.
my Facebook.
Okay. He was not a virgin. He had 10 drinks.
Let's say virgin. Okay.
I'm reading the comments.
So
Yeah, I agree with that, Desiree. I do feel like I feel like women, we do jump to conclusions, but I read in between the lines. Like, if you say you want to go out, you want to get to know me, I'm telling you to go out for a drink, and then you say, oh, I can get a bottle, that immediately tell me you don't know how to date, and that's no other way into it. It's like, and so when he hit me up on Facebook, I didn't give y'all the real tea after that. He hit me up on Facebook. He was like, what happened? I said, first of all, I blocked you because you really just want to Netflix and chill. Then he didn't deny it because I read between the lines. And he was like, "What about the movies?" I said, first off, I don't want to talk to you anymore. I'm no longer interested. You can actually delete my number and not contact me ever again." And she was laughing when I screenshot her and sent her the message because I cannot date in Atlanta. I just can't. So your girl is currently single, single.
but why else is it hard to date in Atlanta?
I feel like men think most girls in Atlanta are hoes. They just want to smash. That's what pretty much what I'm saying. They just want to fuck. They don't want to do anything else but fuck.
So there's no other issues to dating
Oh,
in
and
Atlanta?
then the women pay, like, I think it's a red flag when a woman has to pick up the tab first, the first date. I know we have equal rights, but I ain't equal on that end. Period.
Okay, so we're going in two different directions. I was gonna say that most of the it's hard to date in Atlanta because some of them are already dating somebody else.
Oh, they're cheaters.
They cheaters. They undercover. They're plain old out there.
I
Is
mean, the dudes that's
dating.
undercover. I mean, you learn that in a relationship. I
Yeah,
mean,
it shouldn't have to be in a. I shouldn't have to be a couple of dates in this, that, and the third to find out that you got a little ways about you. And
but
I damn sure
it's
shouldn't have to find out through social media because another man has told me.
it's nothing wrong with another man being bisexual. That's their like that's their preference, but it is their right to tell you when y'all dating. That's my opinion on
And
that.
let me make my own
Yeah,
decision.
make him. You have to. A woman has to make
Okay,
their own.
okay. At
Yeah.
first I was like, but yeah, yeah.
Okay. And then what is this? Read it out loud. Her comment.
Girl, that's
Desiree.
too long.
Desiree, your comment's not too long.
Not to be reading out loud. Okay, so her and her now husband spoke over the phone 2 months before they ever spoke face to face. Their first face to face conversation was on the porch. Not first date until a month after that. Whatever floats your boat. In my opinion, it what may work for you may not work for me, vice versa. So I'm
Too
not.
many been hurt before, as well as women,
Oh, you're reading up there.
and are afraid to let people in. Yes, it is very hard to let people in when you have been hurt so many times because people like playing games. That goes for men and women.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you say you want to be all in, and you really ain't all in. You really just saying it to keep that person out as a pull on. Okay,
Or you just changed your mind, but you just don't have the heart to say anything else about it.
that's your problem right there. That's who you talking to. I don't know if she's talking to you or me.
Probably both.
I don't. What did she say? Because I didn't read it.
Well, I think it's a lot of
Oh, you found out they married. Ooh, that happened to me. When you talk to a married man, run. Don't keep talking to the married man. Run. Toodaloo. No separation. You just run.
that's ooh.
You just run.
It's just so many reasons why it's so hard to date in Atlanta.
What are the
It's
other
big,
reasons?
yeah, and I said it because they undercover, they in a relationship already, be it married or in a whole like a regular boyfriend girlfriend relationship. They just want to fuck. They just hell, some of them in jail, prison, or whatever, and it's just like our pool is getting smaller and smaller.
It is more women to men here, but the issue really lies in men not having standards and know how to date a real woman. And they know how to date a little girl, but not a real woman.
Also, it's like you see a lot of women up here advertising that they want to be like city girls and just you gotta pay my bills in order to fuck or you gotta do this and do that. And so all these men, they just grouping us all together. Therefore, they're assuming that okay, so let me throw this girl a little phone bill money. Let me pay for her kid field trip or let me put some money on the bill. She'll let me fuck for a couple times and then I don't got what I needed. If the pussy good, I'm gonna keep staying. But other than that, I'm gonna be out.
True. Me. Me Too said they are separated, but girl, when they say separated, still married.
Sleeping in the same bed.
Trust.
I don't have any comments on mine. Just
No,
a lot
you
of people
don't.
watching.
You don't give people a chance. That's the first so-called flag. Red flag. You running. No, that's right. I don't give people chances. Once I see that red flag one time, I cut you off. Like when I was dating somewhat of last year, I was talking to this dude. He seemed controlling. I cut him off the first week. It was no fixing that. Remember Mike? I was telling you about Mike.
Bitch, you dated so much.
But and we were just talking on the phone, and I could tell he was controlling.
You
You remember that? Yeah, I blocked him. He can't hit me up unless he follow my social media on a fake profile.
And that's another thing.
You let your standards get in the way of meeting or getting to know a good man. I disagree.
We'll talk about that later.
I disagree, Desiree. I don't let my standards get in the way. I just know what I would not allow ever again in my life. That's pretty much what I'm saying. Like I have standards, I'm going to stick to them. Like I'm not. In the past, I did not go by my standards, and I just was happy to be in a relationship. Like I told my coworker the other day, I'm so happy she broke up with whoever she was with because now she's happy and she's not. A lot of women and men stay in relationships just to say they got somebody. Period. Some people stay in an unhappy situation just to say, "Oh, I got a man, I got a woman," and they can be miserable as fuck. And that's not me. That's not me no more.
Yeah. Something you said earlier made me want to say something.
I have gay people chances and they always fuck up. So
Oh yeah,
I'm over.
I'll give you at least one chance.
I'm over giving people chances. That's right. I'm 30. I don't have time. I don't have time to. I personally don't have time to play with these little boys. If I see that you're a little ass boy, delete my number and you get the fuck on.
I also think it's because there's a lot of men out here that are raised by single mothers, so they never had, or not too many of those people who were raised by single mothers had that father figure, whether it's their actual father or a stepfather, or even the uncle that they've seen with their done right by their mom. But that doesn't mean that they're gonna turn out to be just like them.
You can't blame your childhood on your adulthood.
True, I'm so tired of people. A part of it, like,
but you can't blame that cycle.
It ain't gonna go away just because you're over a certain age, just because you.
I'm not 25. Saying that. I'm not saying that, but you cannot blame your.
You can't blame it, but you can't deny that it doesn't have effect on.
So I'm gonna call female bitches because I used to hear my mom say, "What's up, bitch?" I'm a disrespect. You know what I'm trying to say.
That's how you raise. I mean, yes, you gonna. If you actually see a problem with it, you're gonna be the one to change it. If you don't see nothing wrong with it, and that's how people still act the way they act.
Well, y'all see on here we agree to disagree.
But yet you just want it to be like I'm right all the time, and that's not all it is. It's more two sides to how the world works.
It is always two sides to how the world. You got another question? Read it.
I get people chances. Question: do you speak up at the beginning, saying what you do and don't like? That's a question for you because you date.
I do. That's right. That's a good question. Do I stand up and say what I do and do not like? Yes. I tell dudes I do not like texting all the time. I would compromise and text you sometimes, but I like to talk. I'm the type of person like talking on the phone. And if I'm trying to get to know you and I see you just want to text me all day, and I've already told you several times, like it was one dude I was talking to, and I already told you several times I want to text. I mean, I wanted to talk as well, and you still want to text me. For me, that's a dead turn off, and you have to go. You have to go. So I do speak up and say what I do not like. And I never met that person. We were just talking because I have coworkers who always trying to set me up, and I say what I like, what I don't like.
What I hate is the time that you want to text or call. Like, don't call me when it gets dark. If you're gonna call me throughout the day as well as night. Don't wait till like 7, 9 o'clock. And damn sure don't be hitting me up at a certain time with that what you doing text. Nothing.
I hate that.
I'm not doing nothing. I'm going to bed.
That's another thing.
And I'm not even you're not even gonna know that because I'm not gonna text you back.
That's another thing. Like, you guys, when I was also, I'm not dating no more, y'all. But when I was dating, oh my God, that what you doing text at 4 a.m, blocked. Dude, you were supposed to give him a chance. It's 4 a.m. You text me what I'm doing.
They be hitting you up at 9 o'clock at night. What you doing? Just in case you one of them early birds like me.
No. Then what about 11? No, then the dude he hit me up every other
Pull
night
up.
at different times. Like,
Pull up.
can I pull up?
Pull
It is
up.
2 in the morning. Wait, what do you want to pull up for? To talk? Block? So that's why I don't give niggas chances. I give a man a chance, but not a nigga. Not a nigga. No, nigga. No. No, little boys, no. I give a man a chance. And that's what people fail to realize. Like, when you're trying to date, I'm paying attention to everything. Are you family oriented? Who are you as a person? Who are you as, like, if you have kids, who are you as a father? Because I have a child, so I want somebody who's gonna be in my child life when I'm ready to introduce my child to. Step away, you guys. Her daughter's crying, but that is, I guess that's right. I am very. I guess you could say I am very picky, and that's probably one of my issues on how picky I am. I try not to be as picky, but I have to pay attention to my red flags. I have certain things I can't stand and I won't tolerate ever again in my life. Like, don't introduce me to a vibe that you can't maintain. Like, if we going on dates or you buy me flowers, continue to do that. Don't do it just in the beginning to get me. Then we 8 months in, 2 years in, and you stop doing it. So yes, my standards. I pay attention. Are you consistent, or is this just a? Are you just showing me a new face? And then when we get together, that face is gonna be the devil. Who are you? Who I want to see when you're mad. I want to see when you're angry. I want to really get to know you. And the dudes I have dated last year, I seen their true colors, and I ain't need to see no father. I ain't need to hang out with them. I ain't need to meet up with no coffee. Then Bria tried to hook me up with somebody. Y'all, this dude, he was very persistent. I give him that. I do love the early part. That's honeymoon stage, but what I'm saying is I pay attention to everything. Okay, you like the early part of a relationship? Yeah, that's honeymoon stage. Um, at those hours when you see that the real person. Yes, you do see late conversations. You do see the real person. So I agree with that. When you're on the phone late at night, you really get know who that person is. I don't mind talking late at night. My issue is when you trying to pull up.
That's the only time I hear from you is late at night.
Like, the dude I was talking to, he was like, he's only hit me up late at night to pull up, and I'm like, nigga, what would you the whole day? Like, something ain't adding up. Like, you want me to be your side bitch or something? Like, I ain't signed up to be nobody's side bitch. So I'm in Atlanta. I'm telling you, this dating scene is trash for me. It may not be for you guys. I mean, you're married, so it's not trash for you. So I ain't worried about you. But for everybody else who's dating or looking to seriously date somebody or be courted, it's trash. I want to be courted. I don't want to just date a nigga. That's why I use the word nigga, because I'm not dating niggas. Like, you got anything to say to what she just said?
It depends.
You gotta read it.
I will. Fuck that. Yeah, the early part would be the best part for me. But then that's how you build the connection, the trust. Somebody's over here. Oh, you build the connection, the trust, the vibes. You can start seeing who the person really is and if you really want to be with that person. And then if not, you can just dip out. I don't know if that's what y'all said while I was going, but
No. And I was telling her, don't introduce me to a vibe that you can't maintain. Like,
yeah.
you have to be consistent. Like, at this age, I want somebody who's gonna be consistent. I want somebody who know how to communicate, who got to communicate properly. I want somebody who know how to tell me your emotions and be like, I'm mad because of this. You did this and I didn't like this. You did this and I'm gonna tell you why I didn't like this. Going forth, man, we please
instead of
do
just
this.
playing the fucking ignoring game.
Yes, or compromise.
Nothing.
Like, that's why I said dating Atlanta for me is trash, because I pay attention. Like, you can't compromise on my wants, and I can compromise on your wants, and we not meet each other halfway. That's a relationship I don't want to get into.
Because that's a sign right there that it ain't gonna be nothing too much better after that.
Right.
Have you said anything about dating as a mom?
Dating as a mom, I pay attention to I don't know, like, you have to be family oriented for me for dating as a mom. And then if you have kids, how do you treat your kids? if I see, I have to all that pay. I don't know. I can't explain it
You
for
have to
me.
be an active as well as
Active
present
parent.
father. Like I don't want to hear nothing about some I can't get my kids or I don't know.
I can't stand Desiree.
See, I like those type of moments too when you just if you do pull up, it's just about vibing. It's not about see that's why you have your Russell Desiree because he was a Russell and not a future.
He wasn't trying to smash. 98% of dudes be trying to smash. They don't just be trying to pull up to have a conversation, sit in the car and talk all night. I'm not saying all that. So you have a man.
A man.
You have a man. Because I said we're not going to bash on here, and I think we've been doing good so far. You have a man, honey. You don't have a little boy. You don't have a nigga.
He's been there, done that if he ever was that type to do that.
Right.
And then there's some men who honestly don't have it in them to do that. They just they get mixed in and overlooked by the men who do that, which unfortunately is more overpopulated than the men who don't do that. And also, I also think that has something to do with how you raised too.
Because we call them squares. I don't want to date no square.
No
And
lane.
or a lane. Where I don't want to date no duck. And then we end up with baby daddies. People change over time. You can't think an individual would stay the same, even in a relationship. I agree, and nobody is going to say that person when you first met them. And that's in any relationship. That's from friendship, family.
Because if you don't grow as a person, whether it's for the better or for the worse, then why are you still here?
Yeah, you have to grow. Like a year from now, you should have had growth, and you should see your growth. Unless something tragic happened in your life, you know.
Don't fall for that talk in the car all day either. I got bamboozled by that.
Oh, well, nope. Damn, Jessica. I don't know.
Sometimes them talks in the car can lead to something else in the car. But that's all. It depends on the day and the conversation.
Whoever floats your boat.
The hell he wasn't.
I don't know. Like, all I can say from my point of view, dating Atlanta has been trash. Like, I can tell you about one date, and it was he got so drunk, 10 drinks. I just couldn't believe it.
You can't use the excuse, I don't know how to treat a woman, because of how I was raised. You live and you grow. Right.
Yes, think a man point of view.
A lot of men do use that as an excuse, unfortunately. Or this is the excuse I hate. It's in my DNA. That's what a man does. I'm just being a man.
I hate that.
I don't give a fuck about that.
Like,
Man up.
It should be in my DNA. I cheat too. This is my DNA.
Women cheat too. Women cheat better than us, so that gives you an excuse to do that. Leave her ass just like I would leave your ass.
I agree, just because these niggas do suck. Because that's our issue. Yes, the niggas for everybody catch it all. Like, we have to learn to date men, and we have to learn how to date, and we have to learn how to. When we go on our first date, we have to set standards, or even that first conversation. We should decipher. Okay, this is bullshit. This is real, and we should decipher who that person is within that first week. For me, I'll cut you off. No pun intended. Ain't nothing to cut that nigga off. Cut that nigga. Let me do me that face. That's my song. When every time I cut somebody off, I play that song. No cap.
Is that before or after you called me and tell me what happened?
Then I play that song, be like, ain't nothing to cut that nigga. And if it's a friend, ain't nothing to cut that friend off. Cut that. That's my song. Sorry. I'm the ratchet one, clearly. So, no comments on here. Periscope, no. They stopped commenting.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So, any more questions for you? See, true. I'm telling you, ain't nothing to cut them off.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like
just because you date somebody. I know you invested time.
It's a lot of
but
people
you're not in a relationship.
To date, but that doesn't mean that you just.
Like I said, just because nothing wrong with cutting somebody off because
they don't meet your standards. Like, what else? How can we? At this point, I'm looking for someone when I am ready to settle down with, because I've only had one relationship, but that's fine. Like, I feel like that relationship taught me quite a bit of things about a man that it might have taken her a couple relationships to learn. So
Yeah, why that's her only relationship, y'all, because she was in a relationship for 10 years. That's why that's her only relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Me,
And what does Ray say? Honestly, in that first conversation, you know what you want from that person. A man knows, a woman knows.
I agree. And that's why I said that first conversation, you know who you talk. You know who you're dealing with after that first conversation.
And if you don't, you probably just ignored something, or you just
It's
didn't click.
because we as people, we date potential, but we don't date the real person. I can speak from experience. I have dated, I have been with potential. Like I see the potential, and I stay be like, I see this amazing person, and I'm looking at this image that I created in my head. I created it in my head, and that person never come to life because I created that person. I've done that so many times. I ain't doing that no more.
I can see it, and I know you have it. You just don't want to work towards it because that's actual what I just said. Work.
Yeah, it is
Nobody
work.
want to work towards it. So
Anyway, but yeah, that's work. And like I said, you guys, like I have. No, it's not. Honestly, oh, you already read that one.
What? Oh
Desiree
yeah,
comment.
yeah.
I
So
won't.
me personally, when I do start dating back again, as far as me dating with kids, you pretty much gonna meet everybody and their mama before you meet my kids. I just so fearful of dating as a mom now. It's ridiculous.
Read that one a man point of view again.
Not really. Sometimes it takes a few conversations. We have folks who put on masks. I was going to say that, but I didn't say that. And gives you
I
the
said that already.
idea that they're legit. In reality, they're not.
You know what's funny? You said that. I already said that. So sometimes you date somebody, they have on this whole pretty mask. When you really get into a relationship, they take that mask off,
It
and
could be one argument or one small disagreement or one big disagreement. You're going to see who they are, and then that's up to you if you see
what
who
they
they
really about.
Mm-hmm.
And after that first argument, I decide if I still want to be with that, if I still want to talk to that person. And most of the time, I just cut you off because I saw who you were.
It only takes one time to show somebody your true colors, and then after that, you just keep trying to repaint them how you saw them.
And you have to believe the true colors when you see them. Like make mental notes. Like, okay, I saw this, I saw this, I saw that. Or if that person is freshly out of a relationship, that's a big red flag. That's the biggest red
Like,
flag of
why are
them
you trying to
all.
get in another relationship?
So fast. And like, why are you out here dating when you should be out there healing from that? That was another issue I had with dating. You be out there healing from your last relationship. Like, why are you out here so quick? You ain't been single for like 4 months. Like, what happened?
I think at that point, if they out of relationship, also it could be if they're out of relationship and they talking to you, you either rebound to make the other girl jealous, or you just plain old some pussy until they ready to start back getting in that dating pool.
Yeah, I mean, from that point of view, I agree. But I cut that one off.
We have a primitive. Oh, okay. We have a primitive side. Many things can block our attractions or lack to a person. Back up to a person. Like animals, humans can tell when something is off in a person. Exactly. Like I'm the one who's more in tune to myself as I've grown older. Like I can smell bullshit a mile away. At least in anybody else in anybody else's situation. But for some reason in me, I can't smell my own bullshit. But anyway,
Okay.
so I don't know. I go by vibes and energy. Like I can tell. Even though I know you full of bullshit, if you that's also my problem. I know you full of bullshit, but I know that under that bullshit, however many layers it is that nice person. And my dumb ass be thinking, I'm gonna get it out of you. No, I'm not.
And
Apparently.
you know what? That's right. I agree. I personally have ignored a lot of things before because of looks, but I personally think I didn't have standards when it came to looks back then. To be honest, without being rude to any of my exes or anything like that. But I'm making them
I
faces.
can't help it.
But I do think as I got older and I'm trying to date, I do look at looks a little bit more. And that has been one of my issues. I want to date somebody who's fine and chocolate.
I'm sorry, I'm not waking up to Quasimodo every day.
And that's
Just
her
because
that's
you
her
got a good
issue.
heart. And that's why I'm also single because I'm not gonna I need to do more self evaluating for myself before I put myself out there for somebody else. How can I tell you what I don't want when I'm probably something you don't want because I haven't worked on myself yet?
True. I don't go based on looks no more. So Desiree, I agree. A lot of people are no, I think because of looks. I date the person. I don't date the look. You
I
can
want you to have a heart and all
you
that
can
good
be
stuff,
ugly
but
as long as your heart is pure and you're a sweet person and you're loving and caring. That's all that matters for me. You can be ugly as shit. I
I'm
don't
not
care.
rolling over to Godzilla just because you have a good heart and
And you're
a good
sweet.
bank account.
But looks fade.
They do, but by then I'm in love and invested, and I'm not even gonna notice that. Like in my relationship, we gained weight through our relationship, and if I was to talk to this person now, with the size that he is, I wouldn't give him no second time a day. But
Looks fade.
I love
Bodies fade.
when you're in love, you don't notice that shit. You have your love goggles on, as I call
Hmm.
it. You gotta at least look good to the eyes before you can look good to the soul. Like, how am I
To
supposed to get to know you as a person if
to
you're not easily attractive to me?
to, to
I
each
get
his
it that
own.
way.
That's y'all
So
conversation.
you gonna look at Godzilla in the face and knowing damn well he looked like fucking Godzilla, but he nice to you just by one conversation. If Godzilla approached you and asked for your number,
I wouldn't turn him down. No, I wouldn't.
well, we gonna go to 5 Points one day on a motherfucking field trip and we gonna see because Godzillas live down and they be down there.
I don't date anybody from downtown. Those are niggas. Okay.
Godzilla don't care who you look like. Jesus, I'm gonna bring one of my kids in here. And you probably gonna hear the other one get their ass beat. Please hold on.
Coco, once you move past your baby daddy, it would be a breeze to move on from
It's
nonsense.
Desiree.
I agree.
It's Desiree.
Jessica, I agree with you. I feel like once she fully moves on from her baby daddy, I feel like it'll be easy for her to move on. And I feel like she's not moving on right now because I feel like a piece of her still holding on. She's not here, so she can't stop me from saying it. There's a piece of her still holding on. So that's how I truly feel about what you said. It would be a breeze for her to move on, but I think it's because she's been in a relationship for 10 years that's the reason why she haven't moved on. That's the reason why she's still single and she still is trying to find herself. My husband ugly. That's right. I can't with you. But I personally don't date for looks anymore. If that was your question, Desiree, I don't. I date for the heart and the person and who you are and how you treated me is very important.
What's important?
What you said is not. No, I don't date for looks. I date for heart. Please forgive us. She's bringing her daughter in.
All right. Now, who said I need to get over my baby daddy?
Jessica.
Jessica. Who said where? Which one? Oh, you move past your BD, it would be a breeze. I felt like I was moving on. I don't know what's going. I honestly don't know what's going on with me, let alone our situation. But
You can talk.
I mean, that's it. I just don't know what's going on with me and my situation because at one point we were talking about getting back together, but I don't know.
She's lost and confused. That's the
I
best
really
way.
am, and I have no problem admitting it.
That's what she is. But once she learn to get over that situation, I think the person that's waiting on her is gonna be amazing. And the same for me. The person that's gonna be waiting on me is gonna be amazing as well.
You have to charge it for that.
No.
Close the door.
But that's what I personally think, you guys, when it comes to her situation. My situation, I am slowly but surely moving on from it. And I'm trying to date, but it just dating in Atlanta for me hasn't been fun. Like I just don't know who raised y'all. Like what mama raised y'all or what man raised y'all to date. Cause honey, y'all be coming with the shits. I've been dating for the heart, but I think I'm doing it wrong. Both my baby daddies are ugly as shit. I agree. I dated
Close
for
the
the heart,
door.
and let's just say it has not been fun. So it is hard when you have children. It's hard when you have kids with somebody. It's hard to move on. It's hard to move on fully. Oh yeah, getting these comments. Hold on. Yes, that's what you're going through. When you have kids with somebody, it's hard to move on. No cap. They said that it's hate. As long as you to get over that to move on, at least to have you with them in a relationship. I agree. It's about to be for men and women. Sometimes you say you want to be all in, and you really ain't all in. You really just saying it to keep that person out as a pull on. Okay.
Or you just change your mind, but you just don't have the heart to say anything else about it.
That's your problem right there. That's right. Who you talking to? I don't know if you're talking to you or me.
Probably both.
Cause I don't. What did she say? Cause I didn't read it.
Well, I think it's a lot of it's.
Oh, you found out they married. Ooh, that happened to me. When you find out you talk to a married man, run. Don't keep talking to the married man. Run. Toodaloo. No separation. You just run.
That's ooh.
You just run.
It's just so many reasons why it's so hard today in Atlanta.
What are the
It's
other
big,
reasons?
yeah, and I said it because they undercover, they in a relationship already, be it married or in a whole like a regular boyfriend girlfriend relationship. They just want fuck. They just hell, some of them in jail, prison, or whatever, and it's just like our pool is getting smaller and smaller.
It is more women to men here, but the issue realized that men not having standards and know how to date a real woman, and they know how to date a little girl, but not a real woman.
Also, it's like you see a lot of women up here advertising that they want to be like city girls and just you gotta pay my bills in order to fuck or you gotta do this and do that. And so all these men, they just grouping us all together. Therefore, they're assuming that okay, so let me throw this girl a little phone bill money. Let me pay for her kid field trip, or let me put some money on the bill. She'll let me fuck for a couple times, and then I don't got what I needed. If the pussy good, I'm gonna keep staying. But other than that, I'm gonna be out.
True. Me too said they are separated, but girl, when they be when they say separated, still married.
Sleeping in the same bed.
Trust.
I don't have any comments on mine.
Just no, you don't give people a chance. That's the first so-called flag. Red flag, you running. No, that's right. I don't give people chances. Once I see that red flag one time, I cut you off. Like when I was dating somewhat of last year, I was talking to this dude. He seemed controlling. I cut him off the first week. It was no fist in that. Remember Mike? I was telling you about Mike.
Bitch, you dated so much.
But and we were just talking on the phone, and I could tell he was controlling. You remember that? Yeah, I blocked him. He can't hit me up unless he follow my social media on a fake profile.
And that's another thing.
You let your standards get in the way of meeting or you know a good man. I disagree.
We'll talk about that later.
I disagree. That's right. I don't let my standards get in the way. I just know what I would not allow ever again in my life. That's that's pretty much what I'm saying. Like I have standards, and I'm going to stick to them. Like I'm not. In the past, I did not go by my standards, and I just was happy to be in a relationship. Like I told my coworker the other day, I'm so happy she broke up with whoever she was with because now she's happy and she's not. A lot of women and men stay in relationships just to say they got somebody. Period. Some people stay in an unhappy situation just to say, "Oh, I got a man, I got a woman," and they can be miserable as fuck. And that's not me. That's not me no more.
Yeah. Something you said earlier made me want to say something.
Man, I have gay people chances and they always fuck up. So
Oh yeah,
I'm over.
I'll give you at least one chance.
I'm over giving people chances. That's right. I'm 30. I don't have time. I don't have time to. I personally don't have time to play with these little boys. If I see that you're a little ass boy, delete my number and you get the fuck on.
I also think it's because it's a lot of men out here that are raised by single mothers, so they never had, or not too many of those people who were raised by single mothers had that father figure, whether it's their actual father or a stepfather, or even the uncle that they've seen with their done right by their mom. But that doesn't mean that they're gonna turn out to be just like them.
You can't blame your childhood on your adulthood.
True, I'm so tired of people. A part of it, like,
but you can't blame that cycle.
It ain't gonna go away just because you're over a certain age, just because you.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that, but you cannot blame your.
You can't blame it, but you can't deny that it doesn't have effect on.
So I'm gonna call female bitches because I used to hear my mom say, "What's up, bitch?" I'm a disrespect. You know what I'm trying to say.
That's how you raise. I mean, yes, you gonna. If you actually see a problem with it, you're gonna be the one to change it. If you don't see nothing wrong with it, and that's how people still act the way they act.
Well, Y'all see on here we agree to disagree.
But yet you just want it to be like I'm right all the time, and that's not always. It's more two
No,
sides to how the
it
world
is.
works.
It is always two sides to how the world works. But I just disagree on not having standards. So
I knew he was gonna fucking call. Leave me alone.
anyway, you got another question? Read it.
I give people chances. Question: do you speak up at the beginning, saying what you do and don't like? That's a question for you because you date.
I do. That's right. That's a good question. Do I stand up and say what I do and do not like? Yes. I tell dudes I do not like texting all the time. I would compromise and text you sometimes, but I like to talk. I'm the type of person I like talking on the phone. And if I'm trying to get to know you and I see you just want to text me all day, and I've already told you several times, like it was one dude I was talking to, and I already told you several times I want to text. I mean, I wanted to talk as well, and you still want to text me. For me, that's a dead turn off, and
I like texting,
you
so
have to go. You have to go. So I do speak up and say what I do not like. And I never met that person. We were just talking because I have coworkers who always trying to set me up, and I say what I like, what I don't like.
What I hate is the time that you want to text or call. Like, don't call me when it get dark. If you're gonna call me throughout the day as well as night. Don't wait till like 7, 9 o'clock. And damn sure don't be hitting me up at a certain time with that what you doing text. Nothing. I'm not
Oh,
doing
I
nothing.
hate that.
I'm not doing nothing. I'm going to
That's
bed.
another thing.
And I'm not even you're not even
Oh
gonna know that because I'm
God,
not gonna text you
y'all.
back.
That's another thing. Like you guys, when I was also, I'm not dating no more, y'all. But when I was dating, oh my God, that what you doing test at 4 in the morning, block. Dude, you were supposed to give him a chance. It's 4 in the morning. You text me what I'm
They
doing,
be hitting you up at
block.
9 o'clock at night. What you
Mm,
doing? Just in case you one of them early birds like me who go.
no. Then what about 11? No. Then the dude he hit me up every other
Pull
night
up.
at different times. Like
Pull up.
can I pull up?
Pull
It is
up.
2 in the morning. Wait, what do you want to pull up for? To talk? Block. So that's why I don't give niggas chances. I give a man a chance, but not a nigga. Not a nigga. No, nigga. No. No. Little boys, no. I give a man a chance. And that's what people fail to realize. Like, when you're trying to date, I'm paying attention to everything. Are you family oriented? Who are you as a person? Who are you as, like, if you have kids, who are you as a father? Because I have a child, so I want somebody who's gonna be in my child life when I'm ready to introduce my child to somebody. She goes, Jessica, no man, no comment. I don't understand why men do that. Like they don't want you to move on, but they want you to stay single while they're doing them. I don't understand that. Like no, that's all I gotta say to that. Like I personally don't get that. Ooh, Shasha, you good? Please, minds, we had a kiss today. A lot of us was raised without fathers, but I feel like okay, a lot of you guys was raised without fathers, but you cannot blame not having a dad to be a man and actually be there and create that family. A lot of men create broken homes and they have all these kids with all these different women and they keep creating broken homes, creating these cycles on and on and on. But you not having your dad is not an excuse. So, okay, it's not about who raised you when you became an adult. It's more about what you believe is in your heart. But okay, you said we can talk since you're a guy. I really feel like within the community, I'm not gonna say black community, I'm gonna say this in the community. I feel like, as I already stated, men create broken homes. They create these babies, and we, the moms, have to put out all of them, and we have to sacrifice so much to be a parent. And they out there just having babies, but they don't want you to move on. They want you to stay single, and they still come mess with you or whatever. And you know what I mean. I do agree. It is what you believe when you get older. That's what you believe. When you get older, I agree. When you get older, you should have figured out this is what I want in a woman. This is what I want in my family. These are the things I want in my wife. These are the things I look for when I date. But one day I got tired of it.
Like my situation, I got tired of trying to get my children's father to understand what I was going through, and that's why I left. But I do, at the end of the day, I was raised with my parents being married together in the same household, and I wanted that. So I'm still like, at first, when I first broke up with him, I felt free, and I felt like, you know, at the time, I only had one child, and it was just like, there's no point in having a relationship with your children's father if they just stand for the kids if y'all still gonna be going back and forth. That's still unhealthy either way.
And it's
So
toxic.
the kids gonna eventually grow up and get out of that. They'll get over it. And even if they don't, when they have their own family, they'll probably understand why it happened the way it happened. But now I'm just like, I do want that family. Like I said, I'm just confused. I don't want to deal with that again. And it's like, why go back to that situation I prayed myself to get out of? And I'm stuck between that. And maybe he learned, because if I snatched your family away from you before, I won't hesitate to snatch it away again. I'm just confused all the way, to be honest.
Y'all keep her in your prayers as she's trying to get over her baby daddy.
Because I promise you, last year I felt like I was fine. I don't know what happened with 2020.
She called me one day. Can I tell them the conversation?
I mean, you've been putting my shit out here any other time.
Anyway, she's called me one day. She was like, I think I want to make it work with my baby daddy. And I was like, what?
I know.
I was like, are you sure you want to make it work with your baby daddy, or you just want that family union? She said, I don't know. I said, well, I'm gonna need you to get it together because that's not what you want. I'm just gonna put it out there. That's not what she wants, but she don't realize that's not what she wants.
I think people change, but at the same time, I've been waiting so long for him to change.
You waited a decade.
It's something about losing your family that make a man act up. I mean, that make a man act right. Where's the young gentleman that was on here before?
He's still on here, but Ashley is coming. Yes, Ashley.
What do you? Amen to what?
I guess what you just said.
You were saying something too.
No, it was you. I wasn't talking.
I mean, you said pray for me, so she probably like, yeah, pray for.
Yeah, pray for her, Ashley, because she deserves so much better than.
And that's the thing. I know I deserve so much better. I'm confused.
She deserves so much better, and that's the point of me having this conversation. Why I picked it on women knowing their standards and having standards. Do you have standards, or are you just dating? Are you just dating to have a relationship? Say you're in a relationship.
Oh, see, she said she's praying for me.
I know you pray for her, honey, because she needs it.
Yeah.
She need to realize that God took him out her life for a reason, and now it's time for her to elevate. And now she elevates and she build up to where she need to be. Of course, he gonna trickle along and go up here with her.
See, the thing is, he was doing his own thing. It is me who's trying to do something.
But my point is, why go back?
That's the part where I'm confused at.
Desiree come. That's for you, it's not for me.
Sometimes the family isn't with who it will start. Yeah, right. And that's what I want at the end of the day.
Look at her. She's the prime example. She got.
And I do look up to her and her situation.
She's the prime example. Stepdaddies matter. Yes, girls. All stepdaddies matter.
I want a stepdaddy shark.
Stepdaddy shark. Do. We all want a stepdaddy shark.
See you over him. But the thing is, okay, so I'll just put it out there. He has moved on, and I've seen that he moved on, but that somewhat triggered something in me, and that's why I'm confused. Like, I've seen that you're moving on. I don't want you to move on, but at the same time, I don't want you. That's why I'm confused at. And I know I sound stupid, just like I did some years ago.
You see, I didn't say anything. I just smiled. He won't change till he really see you are over him. That's right now. Okay, right now he knows you still got girl.
Right, that's what I'm saying. What happens if he wastes my time if I take that chance again? That's why I ain't made the. Don't you pull that out? That's why I ain't made the move yet.
Cause that means she's gonna be 40 by the time she realizes he ain't the one. I mean, she'll waste 20 years on him.
Oh hell no! I ain't doing that long. That goddamn long.
You did 10 years the first time. Why not do 10?
And I was dumb and young then.
He was just young.
I would give I was definitely say because I was young, but
you just young.
I told him if we did give it another try, you got 6 months to 6 months ain't too bad. It's a hell of a lot longer than 10 years. I mean, not as long as 10 years.
I don't know. To each his own, y'all. I pray that she move on from that situation.
You don't like nothing. What is all this stuff?
Oh, that's a good comment to her. The comment was, then ask him why he sits around. He's wasting your time.
I'm gonna read it again.
I just read it.
Ask him why he sticks around.
He's wasting your time. You know what?
Sticking around how? Because at this point, after he finally got that I didn't want to be with him, it got to the point where he was like, okay, it finally clicked, and then it was just all about the kids. And then at one point, I was fine with that as well. Like I said, this year, seeing that or finding out that he started moving on, it's just that triggered something. And then the thing is, it triggered something of the memories of why I broke up with him in the first place due to cheating. So it's like, if you cheated on me before and I left you, who's to say that you changed and you ain't gonna cheat on me again? I'm sorry.
I got it.
Let's see. He sticks around because he knows you aren't going anywhere.
I want to get to.
Where am I gonna go though? And how did you deal with that when you moved on, Desiree? Like, yeah, he gonna stick around because he's an active father. So stick around how? Because he doesn't ask me about my business. So that's why I'm confused. Like, what do you mean? Can you elaborate on that? Why you bring it down even lower? It's hot as hell. Oh, I'm waiting on her to respond, or anybody to respond for that matter. Anybody who's been in this situation before?
Y'all will get used to us. We start from one topic, then we move to a whole nother topic. Are we talking about how she can move on from her baby daddy out?
And this wasn't even supposed to be on the discussion.
I don't even know how that discussion came up, but it did.
So
he sticks around because he know you're not going nowhere.
That's what I just read.
I guess that goes for me too, huh?
No.
Actually, I've been trying to date, so.
I personally don't want to date right now because I feel like I haven't healed. So why bleed on somebody who didn't make me bleed, who didn't cut me? So it's like, I don't want to put nobody else through that situation when it's not their fault.
And that's why I told her she's bitter and she's not
So
gonna
I'm supposed to date when I know I'm not ready just so I don't seem bitter?
And I told her she's not gonna date for a long time.
I don't want to. That's my personal preference. Just because you get out here and date knowing damn well you ain't fully healed from your baby daddy doesn't mean that, yeah, I said it. I mean, me personally, why put myself through that? Why waste somebody else's time when I know good and damn well I'm not ready? Oh, God. Ashley, I will not be a hoe.
You not just playing.
He does know my heart, Desiree. He knows I'm a good damn person. Shut up, Ashley.
Ashley, I agree. When she go out of town,
it's too much damn. It's too many damn STDs to be a hoe.
She need to be a hoe one day in her life, just one day, maybe 2 days, maybe 3, maybe 4 days.
I can't see myself being no one night stand. I never could do that.
That is hilarious. I'm sorry. And she be saying she want to be a city girl. She can't.
I say that all day, but I don't mean that shit.
She don't want to be a real city girl. Actually.
I ain't really about that life.
We know you're not really about that city girl life. City girl.
Just give me the money.
You have to do something for the money. You think city girls can make?
I'll send a picture. And
a fake picture?
Yeah, I was saying, I ain't gonna guarantee it's gonna be me. We bringing the lights closer and closer, making it hotter and hotter.
Because it's dark right there. You just playing any other questions, you guys? If you're just coming in, we already talked about dating in Atlanta, women having standards, and now we're talking about how to get over your baby daddy.
Or baby mama.
Yeah.
Because I know there's a lot of men that they secretly compare their next relationship to their old one or their baby mama for that matter. I do have fun and not dating. But even now, that shit old to me, and I'm over it as well. I'm over it. No attachments.
I agree with you. It's okay to casually date with no attachments. I agree 100% with what you said. I agree 100% with that.
And I'm also at the point where it's like I just want to focus on myself. Like I just started school. I'm trying to start a business. I've taken classes to help better my business when I do get it up and running. So it's just like I don't want. Here's what I told Crystal. I don't want no distractions right now. I don't want. I don't want none of that right now. I don't want no sex right now. That's why I'm celibate. I don't want to date. I don't want to do nothing. I'm trying to get the bag for myself and my kids and build something because I'm tired of working for other people. So at this point, I don't want nothing in my because when you haven't, even if it's relations or a relationship, that do throw your focus off.
Yeah, and then dick most definitely fuck you up. So we both are celibate because we're not trying to have, like she said, no discretions. Why you give me that face?
Don't use my word. I'm gonna make it a hashtag. Where my board at?
Your board is gone. Your daughter took it. Like, but I agree with her about the discretions.
Well, why you laughed at me when I said it?
Cause I'm over here laughing at your kids. Shoot, my phone. I mean, with a guy not by your damn self. I mean, with a guy not by your damn self. What do you mean by that, Jessica? Did I miss some questions?
No distractions.
I knew I needed to move on when I had numerous rumors trying to get at me. That hurt. Yeah, sometimes you know when it's time for you to move on from that situation. You just have to trust your gut and not go back.
Yeah.
I finally gave up and went celibate for a year, and you met your Russell.
Mm-hmm.
You know
Until
we
I felt it in my heart, it was time to move on and ready to move. That's where I'm at. I want to be celibate and be by myself until I know that it's time to move on and break soul ties. Y'all going over y'all grandma house. Like, okay. Next time we gotta record.
and break so girl breaking soul ties is so easy. I have tried the spiritual bath. I have tried so many methods to break spirituals. I mean, to
It's
break the
gonna go away on its own at the
soul
end of the day.
ties. Like this child right here looked up a remedy to get rid of soul tie with
And I
some
did it.
thread.
And it worked.
I don't know if it
And
worked.
then I guess it didn't work too good because of this skin day. No.
Okay. Any other questions before we get off live, you guys? Cause we try not to go over an hour. I know I just got one of my lights off, you guys.
Has it been long?
Yeah. Well, no, because that's phone was wrong. But anyway, any other questions before we get off live, you guys?
Anything you want to talk about real quick?
Any discussions?